Hello, wrestling fans. I am Mud Puppet Joel. He is Mud Puppet Ryan, and we are the Mud Puppets. And today, we're all in for a treat. This match between Kid Hybrid, Orlando Christopher, and Yujiro Kushida. Check the paperwork there. They didn't want to fudge his name. This one was from Halloween Heat last October the 18th, and it was a barn burner.
Indeed, two very talented wrestlers here, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Kid Hybrid tackles this international challenge.
Right here, he's buying himself some more time.
Thinking it over. Looks like
yelling at the fans.
Letting the fans know he doesn't appreciate their support of Kushida.
Whew. Insulting the fans. And of course, you saw a quick glimpse there of his running buddy, Austin Mannix. Of course, the Murder City Saints, the MPW Tag Team Champions, Ryan.
Yes, indeed. And something Kushida's going to have to keep in the back of his mind. It's tough when you're in there with an athlete the caliber of Kid Hybrid to know that you got another guy out there waiting to sucker punch you when he gets in.
Absolutely, Kushida, no stranger, of course, to tag team wrestling himself, forming a tag team with Alex Shelley, known as the Time Splitters, but he's not a ringside.
Yeah, no Alex Shelley here tonight. Kushida is flying solo. Nice trip there. He's going to turn it into some sort of submission. Wow. Fast-paced mat wrestling here from Kushida. I love it.
Kick out there by Hybrid. Right now, you got just sort of feeling each other out.
Yeah, each guy's going to have to find the strengths and weaknesses of their opponent and see what they can do to try to get the W here in front of these fans.
Best of my knowledge, these two have never met.
I believe that is correct. Now, that's the strength. Hybrid. Nice leg kick there.
Yeah, and that's the first thing. Kushida should have scouted Kid Hybrid a little better to know that that test of strength was never going to happen.
Yeah, Kid Hybrid is, his attitude is win at all costs, especially since joining up the Murder City Saints.
Nice reversal there.
See that armbar? Kid Hybrid's going to roll through into a pin combination. Referee didn't quite see that the shoulders were down at first, though.
Yeah, nearly in the ropes they were. Hybrid's telling him, I almost had you, pal.
Playing it up for the fans. Kid Hybrid. So I like this new attitude of his. I like the way he is. He's looking out for, he's part of the team, but he's looking out for himself more than he used to.
He does seem to he has a certain disdain for the fans now. He almost seems to relish every opportunity he gets to take little jabs at them.
To rub in their faces that he is the best guy around and he's too good for them. I support him in that.
Right now he's being matched here by his opponent, move for move.
We know, Joel, the Japanese style of wrestling, very technically proficient. They drill the basics over in Japan until it is just ingrained in wrestlers. So I don't think Kid Hybrid is going to find Kushida napping here on the mat.
Back and forth, wow. My goodness. Neither one of these guys can get into the edge right now, just reversing everything that the other does.
You see both men similar size, similar strength, seem to have similar agility and speed too. So it's a very evenly matched contest.
And we got a little bit of blood there, I believe, on the right leg of Kid Hybrid's ring attire. I don't know if that's from himself or Kushida at this point.
It looks a little bit, Joel, if I'm correct, Kid Hybrid's right arm looks like it might be bleeding. He may have caught it on the side of the ring or the ring post, perhaps.
Kushida up and over. Hybrid up and over now. Kushida cartwheels through. Talk about some one-upsmanship and a drop kick down to the man. Hybrid bails out, and I'll tell you what, I think Kushida is in the head of Kid Hybrid a little bit here, because almost unanimously, when Kid Hybrid steps in that ring with an opponent, he's the quicker one, he's more technically proficient, he's the one that can generally run circles around his opponent. Right now, he's finding that Kushida is on par with himself.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be a little discombobulating for a guy like Kid Hybrid. You can see Kushida was a step faster on that whole exchange that we just saw. He nailed that drop kick right on the button. Hybrid going to break up the count, slide through the ring.
Call for a timeout.
And no timeouts in pro wrestling, we know that.
No official timeouts, but
Right.
there's plenty of ways to kill time. You see Hybrid engaged in some of that right now.
When you find your opponent a step ahead of you, maybe it is a smart thing. Take a minute, let him calm down, and get your game plan back together. Ooh. Kushida not going to let Hybrid just get back in the ring easily.
Well, he has
He's
the high
feisty.
ground. He has the high ground.
He does. He's a feisty competitor, Joel.
Well, Hybrid now back in the ring. Eats a knee.
See those precision strikes, that elbow right in the face, but Hybrid gonna fire back with one of his own.
Now it's just a straight up fight. Elbows back and forth, and now Kushida getting the edge, and a knee to the stomach. Gives Hybrid a momentary edge. Ooh, but he tweaked his knee there for a moment. Oh, drops him. His neck right across that middle rope, and then he cleverly rolls out and drop kick right into the side of his opponent's face.
Very, very smart wrestling there. Kid Hybrid gonna go up top and fly, and he's very dangerous from that top rope. Oh, but Kushida catches him with a shot right in the bread bag.
Ooh. Straight to the eyes there, and then a drop kick to the side of the head. This guy's got some inventive offense, that's for sure.
He does. He likes to fly around.
2 count there, kick out by Hybrid.
Fans fully in support of Kushida here. Wasn't happy with that count, but Hybrid gonna get up now, and what? He got waiting for him. Big kick. Catch it. Ooh. Torque on that knee was absolutely brutal. You see now Kid Hybrid going right after it.
Yeah, and Kushida clutching it, and you wonder if this won't be a turning point. Oh, railing it against the post there. Second time.
That is the kind of thing that can end a match quickly. If you can't walk, you can't very well wrestle.
Third time against that post. And now he's going to slap on a figure 4 out on the floor around the ring post. The official has got to break this hold up. Although the damage could be done.
That figure 4 putting pressure on both sides of the knee as well as the shin, the cross leg. That is a rough spot to find yourself in.
And Austin Mance gets in a cheap shot. Now hammering away on it. Oh my. I'd have to say, Kushida from this point on is effectively wrestling on one leg.
Yeah, you can tell. Some heavy damage has been done. He's trying to get feeling back into it. He's trying to work it out a little bit, but Kid Hybrid very smartly is not going to give him any time at all. He's right back on top of it, getting him into the ring. And Hybrid now mocking the fans because they've supported Kushida in this match.
And I'm sorry, I feel this is where matches like this, where the official should have the leeway. If the commissioner, Big Bubba Luscious, is not going to have the foresight, Austin Mannix is not a manager. He is a wrestler. He is Kid Hybrid's tag team partner. He should not be allowed at ringside. He should have been shucked from ringside before the bell even rang.
He's out there giving moral support. And, you know, I really don't see anything wrong with it, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
How about where he was just hammering on Kushida's leg?
You know, the referee, for one thing, didn't see that. Bubba was all...
Now slamming the knee down on the outside again. And this moral support nonsense. I don't want to hear this. My God. It's in step with the age of, oh, everyone gets a trophy. What do they need? Their mommies out there? Moral support. Give me a break. These are grown men.
Listen, I think if you were giving out trophies, the Murder City Saints would get all of them because they're that good. And then they'd take them and bust them over Kushida's back because that's the kind of guys they are.
Just saying, you so often see, you know, Jonathan Presley has made a career out of interfering. And
Jonathan Presley is a manager.
Okay.
He has his manager's license. I've seen it.
Mark Joka is not. Austin Mannix is not. And countless times we have seen these guys determine the outcome of a match. And now Hybrid is very excuse me, inventive submission here.
That is a beautiful move, putting pressure on that knee.
Kushida's got to get out of this. This is a desperate situation for him.
And this is not just match-ending kind of pressure he's put on that knee. This is career-shortening type of pressure.
No doubt, this is where a guy can go from being hurt to injured.
You end up with a torn ACL. You're an independent pro wrestler. That could be the end of your career. That is a huge expense, and that is a lot of time away from the ring.
Putting all the adrenaline he can muster into trying to get out of this move, to get to those ropes, and he has them. Hybrid's going to use every last second he has.
Gutsy performance here by Kushida, and you can see he is absolutely feeling it.
Attacking both of those legs.
Yeah.
There's the right leg that was slammed against the post, so the Hybrid is just looking to cut this guy in half, and now choking him in the corner?
Well, it makes sense, you know. You hit both of those knees, and I mean, what's Kushida going to be able to do? How is he going to muster offense if he can't walk?
Oh, big drop kick. I'll give Hybrid some credit. He seemed to change his game plan on the fly. And the last several minutes, he has absolutely controlled Yujiro Kushida.
And that's what it is when you're in there with an unfamiliar opponent. You find a weakness, and when Kid Hybrid hit that leg whip, he saw Kushida go for the knee and feel it, and you know, he could tell the torque that was on it. And Hybrid was like a shark sensing blood in the water. He went right after it, latched on. He is not let up.
Right into a pin here. 1, 2. Kick out. Yujiro showing a lot of heart, though.
Yes, he is. I have a lot of respect for this young man for what he has shown us here in this match. Kid Hybrid is, in my opinion, maybe the best wrestler on the independent scene around here. And to see him in there with this guy and this guy,
you see the knee just buckling on him. Can't even support his weight now, and Hybrid not missing an opportunity to mock the man and go right back after it. And now smirking. I gotta say, last year and a half, something evil came into this man.
Oh, you find in this business, when you get screwed over time and time again, when you get passed over for guys who don't have half the talent that you do, that it does cause you to do some evil things in order to advance. It's a rough and tumble business, right into the camera here.
He had to hobble over. Oh, he ducks out of the way, though, and Hybrid eats a turnbuckle, whipped in now. And Kushida mounting some offense despite the obvious pain in his knees. Elbow there. To the outside of the apron. You see how a little, wasn't quite sure-footed. Kick to the back of the neck, and Hybrid looks a bit dazed. High risk, high reward here. Chops him down to the mat from the top rope. Into a pin. Count it. 1, 2. And a kick out by Hybrid. So absolutely desperation effort and effects there from Kushida, but just comes up short. And you got to wonder if that's all he had left. Look out here. Oh, he geared it all up. Hybrid ducks, takes him down. Looks like he's trying to get him to a cloverleaf, but Kushida wisely crawls over to those ropes, and out of exhaustion, perhaps, Hybrid falls over. Still clutching those knees, though.
Yeah, you have to wonder if that last bit of offense was all he had left in him. He really couldn't follow up after hitting that moonsault. Nice kick to the ribs, though, and another one.
He's a fighter, there's no doubt about that. Off the ropes with an elbow. Hybrid eats, and he ate it all.
And you can tell Kushida was just running on instinct there to hit that move. He's dealing with that
knockout kick. It is over. Count it. 1, 2, and the kick out by Kid Hybrid.
Wow.
Oh, gosh. How much deeper does this guy have to dig to get the 1, 2, 3?
That kick came in hard on the back of the head, and I thought Kid Hybrid was home sure. A backbreaker. What's he gonna try here?
He's checking his watch. He's going up top, and this is it. All or nothing. And Austin Maddox up there pushing him off. Come on. Drops a double axe handle across his nose and off the rope. But where's the official here? A roll-up by Hybrid. Come on, the official's standing on the other side of the ring. Thankfully, he kicks out. Right back into a pin, too, and another kick out.
That's some serious action here.
Double clothesline. Both men down to the mat.
Very, very, very rough hit there. Both guys, you can see, are absolutely out of it. And who is able to gain their feet first here may determine who wins this match, Joel.
I gotta say, I think this desperation offense by Kushida has put Hybrid, you know, caught him a little off guard here.
Yeah, I think Hybrid thought he had this one in the bag, and seeing Kushida fight back like this has been a bit of a shock to him.
A cornered animal is a dangerous animal. And right now, the two exchanging blows, trying to get back to their feet. We have crossed the 15-minute mark in this one, Ryan.
Yeah, these guys are taking a ton of punishment to this point, and those blows have just as much behind them as they did earlier, though. Gotta give it to them. They are fighting it out.
Again, mechanics off the apron. You gotta turn around, though. Oh, no.
Oh, beautiful.
Hybrid rolls through into the submission hold, and he has got it locked in.
Locked in deep. He's got it bet in half here.
And Kushida has no choice but to tap, and you can't fault the guy. He fought valiantly. His legs, his knees were attacked repeatedly through the match, and credit Hybrid for having the presence of mind to continue going back to that and ultimately get his opponent to tap out with a submission hold.
Much as I hate to admit it, Joel, you were right. The continued appearances and interference of Austin Mannix led to the finish there. Great matchup, though, between two fantastic competitors.
Yeah, well, and you know, and I would like to make an appeal to Big Bubba Luscious as we see him sitting in his tent-sized pink shirt there. Step up, Commissioner. Ban Austin Mannix from ringside. Ban Mark Joker from ringside. Only licensed managers should be allowed at ringside. How many times do we have to see something like this? And Hybrid, of course. You know, that may be so. I've always been a fan of Kid Hybrid. He's an excellent performer. What's he need Austin Mannix out there for?
Well, tonight you could argue that he needed him to get one past Kushida.
Right. So you could argue that the wrong man is getting his hand raised right now.
You could, but you'd be wrong, because I think the Murder City Saints, and I applaud Big Bubba for letting them out there.
And you know, and I don't understand the two of you, your recent friendship. I mean, you guys, you were enemies once. He once said there was only room for one fat guy on cable access, and it was him.
He was proven wrong, and we've come to have a mutual understanding.
Hybrid getting straight up vulgar. Whoa, look at that.
My goodness.
Have a little post-match celebration, perhaps, is what he's alluding to. He's certainly soaking up the limelight here. Well, an excellent match, even if you didn't care for the ending there. But, folks, we will have another match for you. More matches always to come, and we are the Mud Puppets. Check us out here on YouTube. We want your subscription. Come on over to the Mud Puppet. Let's see. Our latest Bitso Mud line. Oh, heel fan coming. Come on over and check that one out.
Yeah.
Told you, I'm Godzilla here, and that's what happens whenever you bring in anybody,